The thing about waking up at 3:30 a.m. for a flight back home, you get tired. You get tired, but I have made it back home. And for the rest of our daily uploads, we are doing daily vlogs, which I'm so excited about. I have not been able to do like a true vlogmas, you know, whenever you vlog a day, edit it real quick, upload it real quick, since working full time, because one, I wouldn't do enough to really make a video out of it every single day. Two, editing, absolutely not. But I think that this is a really fun way to like sprinkle some of that fun still into the channel in a more manageable way. And so welcome to the daily vlog portion of our daily uploads through the new year. Zach and I spent the past 4 days in Iowa with family for Christmas, and now we are back home. This morning, like I said, woke up at 3:30 in the morning for a 5:47 takeoff from Cedar Rapids Airport, which honestly, the plane went very smoothly. The whole trip went pretty smoothly. I was exhausted. I like read some on the plane and then fell asleep some. We arrived back in Atlanta. Our bags were the first ones on the baggage claim like carousel whenever our flight was getting unloaded. So that was a nice little blessing. And then we took MARTA and then Ubered from a MARTA station home from there. We've already gone grocery shopping. Like my brain, I was telling Zach, my brain is firing on like half a cylinder right now. Maybe we've gone down to like 0.25 cylinder. And I feel like every single thought is taking me like 5 times the amount of time to think it, just because I'm tired. So that being said, the vibe for today, like I want to unpack and kind of get some laundry going, but I'm gonna try not to do all of that much more than that, because what's the point whenever I'm like already exhausted? If I can get some laundry going and then sit down and like read, and we can chat and like talk about how things been, everything, edit some, like there's no reason to put pressure on today to do like a full reset. So we'll do that a couple days from now, and today we're just trying to make it. This is the suitcase that was entirely filled with gifts whenever we were leaving, and we were like, that's probably good because like we'll give our gifts and then it's gonna be good to have space on the way back, and it was. What I got for Christmas haul, except it's also Zach too, and you'll see, it's cute, it's good stuff. This is one of the bigger things. Zach's grandparents gave us this Instant Pot magic frother and drink maker. So I'm curious like how this works. And I haven't looked too deep into it yet, but I'm excited to. And then Zach also got this coffee that is Verena Street, which I think, yes, its founders are from Iowa. So I'm not positive if it's in Iowa, but like it's a Iowan coffee. And this I think is beautiful. It is an ornament. It's a dancer, and it's this little like paper snowflake skirt that goes around her. I'm not showing you well or holding it well. Oh, it magnets together. Oh, that's beautiful. Isn't that so fun? Okay, I'm gonna put that on the tree in just a moment. That is so pretty to me. Underwear for Zach, underwear for Zach, socks for Zach. It's tough being an adult. This is a reusable tote bag that obviously folds back up and goes into this little bag, but it's their museum collections. So this is its design, which is so cute. There's lots of little like odds and ends. I'm gonna try to just pull the interesting stuff. These are like insane safety lights that are 400 lumens, can be 400 lumens. The white is 400 lumens, that's what it says. That's pretty heavy duty. Welcome. I'm unpacking the gift suitcase. I'm unpacking the gift suitcase. My stocking. There's a load of laundry going, and the rest of dirty laundry is in the dirty laundry. So the duffel is done, and after this is out, then this will be done too, and we'll be unpacked.
You're awesome.
Your dob kit. Did I put in there?
I just saw it. It's right there.
Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is a festive photo book that I'm gonna print things out and put in here that unfolds. I guess I could probably like sit unfolded all the way. Also very cute. Oh, that reminds me, in here, a little reindeer pillow, which I guess we'll just have to like use next year. I don't know yet when we're taking decorations down. I don't want to today. That's too much. Got some lightsaber chopsticks. May the force be with you. This is part of the white elephant. It's kernels to pop with popcorn, and then has like 5 different popcorn flavorings on it. There are a few other things. I'm trying to just like pull highlights because like this is a pot grip for the kitchen, which is going to be useful, but is like less interesting. Oh, mittens and a little headband set. If you see me start wearing these are cute. A fun pattern. There's like several ornaments in there and then lots of snacks that we brought back too. So I'm gonna put all of this away, and after that, like I said, I think we count as unpacked. I really sat down on the couch a few hours ago and was like, let me just edit this video real quick. I'll just do that real quick, despite that never having been quick of an activity or a task ever in my life. So I've been sitting on the couch for a few hours actually, editing the video that I was just editing, which you'll have seen by now in the nature of our daily uploads. So I was happy to do it. Like, it was a fine activity and I feel like I was able to do it even with my slow brain, which felt nice. But that also means that just more of the day has been eaten up than I was initially expecting whenever I sat down like that. Something that I want to go through, because I think it'll be fun, is my Spotify Wrapped, because I know they come out in the beginning of December, so it's like the hype is gone over Spotify Wrapped, but it's only now the end of the year, and I know that they like change it and update it as you go along, and so it feels more relevant now, even though like I had peaked back in December. I don't remember all of it, but I never told you about it, and I love seeing what people listen to. I have thought in previous years that my Wrapped is not accurate to what I listen to, like with the top songs and artists and everything, so I did notice that this year they actually put the number of times you listen to things in the Wrapped, which I thought was funny because that probably means that more people than just me have been saying they felt like it wasn't real. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn the sound off because it's all gonna be copyrighted. We are ready for you. Come on down. You listened, we counted. 34,592 minutes, which is 24 days. That does feel like a lot. Obviously music is something that happens in the background, but wow. Tastes like yours can't be defined, but let's try anyway. You listened to 354 genres. Your top genres: 1 pop rap, 2 indie folk, 3 trap, 4 indie, 5 Christian. I will say too, I forgot to give this disclaimer, my mom shares my Spotify. She doesn't listen near as much as I do, but she is in there. Sometimes some of these results are her music taste that's kind of like dabbled in with mine. Age is just a number, so don't take this personally. Your listening age is 32. Since you were into music from the late 2000s, hits with a hint of nostalgia. My prime time for music is like 2010 to 2016, and I think it'll always stay there. But I'm kind of interested why that would be 32, because as a 25-year-old, that is when I was like middle school, high school, like really listening to music, into music. So I feel like that's my age, but I guess people who were like in their 20s in that time could claim it as well. You listened to 3,148 songs this year, but can you guess your number one? Zach always makes fun of me because whenever we're listening to like DJ X on Spotify, he'll be like, now we're gonna listen to your top songs from 2024, or like songs you were loving in 2023, and then it'll play something from like 2008, and Zach's like, wow, great new release, I'm so glad we're listening to this like hit from 2024, but just because that's when I listen to it. Anyways, my number one this year, Supercut by Lorde. You listened 63 times. This would be because I like rediscovered Lorde, and specifically Melodrama this year. Haven't listened to it in forever. Rediscovered it. I feel like it was my like calm down album this year. Specifically, I remember a lot in like February and March, whenever I was having some tough situations and tough times at work specifically, I would like come back to my office and like put Melodrama on in my AirPods. Okay, 3 out of 5 of the top songs. There's just something about Supercut, Perfect Places, Green Light that makes my body feel calm and at peace. Same with Call Your Mom. I don't know, it like is on the right frequency of my soul somehow. And then That's So True, I still just love the bridge of, like, I'm sure I probably have listened to that song that number of times like to make it in the top 5 this year, because I just replay the bridge over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, and I love it every single time. I like my top 5 this year. That hasn't always been true. You listened to 19 albums this year, which I imagine has to mean like I go to the album and click shuffle, because I've obviously listened to songs from more than 19 albums. But yeah, your top album, Melodrama by Lorde. You listened to it for 1,332 minutes. Was I fine? Melodrama, Automatic, which would be because we went to that concert this year, so I wanted to like know their new songs from the Lumineers. Torture Poet Department, both versions, and Pure Heroine by Lorde. You streamed 8,146 minutes of podcasts. That also seems like a lot. I will say in the later half of the year, I have moved away from podcasts. Like, I've really just been listening to audiobooks, and I didn't even do it on purpose. I just like realized a couple weeks ago that it had been, I think, several months since I even like looked at new podcasts that had been getting posted in Spotify, whereas I used to be like so on top of podcasts as they were posting. So this was all probably the beginning half of the year would be my guess. Top podcast, Just Trish. You streamed 4,673 minutes and are a top 12% fan. And the funny part of that is I still am listening to Just Trish, but I watch it on YouTube now instead of Spotify. So this wouldn't be including everything that I've watched since transitioning to her YouTube. And that probably was like September that I did that. But I do listen to all of them. They're good just to have on, and they're so long. It's great. Top podcasts overall. I don't think this is like a really good top 5 of like get to know what I'm entertained by, because like I said, I really haven't been listening. Like Bookmarked with Sarah and Des, they stopped. Bengetopia, I don't know what they're up to. Match Made in Manhattan, I don't listen to anymore. Dear Hank and John, like super rarely. Thankfully, podcasters love to talk. Once upon a time, there was a book lover. It was you. I listened to maybe out of the 12 months of the year and the like allotted time you get for audiobooks and Spotify, maybe like half of the months I've listened to a book on Spotify. I'm much more often checked them out from Libby, so this doesn't really feel, I hated this book. I did not like this book. 7 audiobooks through the year though. You listened to 1,856 artists this year, and these 5 were extra special. Noah Kahan, Lana Del Rey, Lorde, Taylor Swift, The Lumineers. What do you guess about me? Like, I don't know, I feel like those are like relatively accurate. The Lumineers is a little inflated because like I said, it was their concert and I didn't know their recent songs whenever we bought tickets to their concert, so I had to like super purposefully listen to their stuff so that I would know the songs going into the concert. Top spot is gonna be, I feel like it has to be Lorde. It's gonna be Taylor, I guess. It's seeming as though it's actually Taylor Swift. It is Taylor Swift. You spent 2,961 minutes with them. Torture Poet Department is another one where I would just like put it on in the background and it makes me feel calm. Okay, Taylor Swift, then Lorde, then the Lumineers, which like I said is inflated because I do like them, like they're fine, but that's because I was learning their songs this year. Noah Kahan, Lana Del Rey. We pulled some of your files just in case. Take a look at more 2025 highlights. Biggest audiobook listening day, April 15th. I don't know what I was listening to on that day. Biggest Taylor Swift day, April 16th. Biggest podcast listening day, May 6th. So all of this is like right around the same time. Biggest music listening day, October 11th. What was I doing then? That's around when we moved, but it was after we moved. Let me look at my calendar. That's the day that we drove to Jekyll Island. That would be why that's a big music listening day. It was a long road trip. Biggest pop rap day, October 14th. That was the day we drove back from Jekyll Island. So that makes sense, another road trip. So if we go look at my top songs in 2025, Supercut, Call Your Mom, Perfect Places, That's Such a Green Light Like We Knew, Pink Pony Club, Hard Feelings, Moment for Life, Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. See, I'm just like looking at these and I'm like, wow, these are great. These are great songs. I love all of these songs. Some of them, like Shake Senora's in there because I would play it for my nephew. That would have been like January, so a while ago. Anyways, I think Spotify Wrapped is so much fun. And like I said, I don't really care about it in the beginning of December because it's not the end of the year and it can change. I don't know if mine's changed since the beginning of December, but it feels more accurate now. What were your top songs this year and did we like overlap with any of them? I love seeing people's Wrapped. Always post your Wrapped. Don't listen to people who are little boo birds about Spotify Wrapped. I need to go do a few dishes. And then I might. It's 7:09. I don't know if I can get ready for bed at 7:09, but I probably can maybe like brush my teeth and wash my face, and then like if I end up horizontal, then I end up horizontal. It makes sense that I'm tired. I woke up at 3:30 a.m. I can talk about this now because we don't live there anymore, so specific location, but there's a vlog that I haven't found yet, but I'm pretty sure it exists. There was sometime in 2020, it would have been 2022, because it was before I graduated. It was when I was home during the week during grad school that there was this day, it was like several days, huge bangs happening all day that we could hear through the apartment. And like, I remember there's a vlog clip that has some of them in it because I like couldn't wait and stop because there were just so many bangs. And it's because we used to live right near the like old Briarcliff Hospital that Emory owns, which is what in Stranger Things?
The Hawkins Lab.
Which is the Hawkins Lab in Stranger Things where they film. And Zach has now reached the point, is this season 5?
Yeah.
I'm assuming. I haven't watched Stranger Things. Zach has reached the point in season 5 that is like literally where we lived in Stranger Things. Can we look?
I think it's the top left panel is the sidewalk we walked up.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. This is like where we would walk all the time. That's so funny. Can you go back to where we can see like the lab? Yeah, so like where you're looking at it now, we lived like this direction of it. Is any of this spoilery?
A little bit.
Okay, I'll put a little warning beforehand. That's crazy though. Is there gonna be probably a scene where there's huge bangs?
Well, I'll change it. But I mean, yeah, our apartments are right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a perfect shot.
That's so wild. So just picture as this is happening, I am sitting...
Our apartment's literally right there.
I am sitting over there doing grad school for the day, getting distracted by all the sound that's happening. They had so many signs around the road that was like, this is not a real emergency. Please do not respond as if this is a real emergency, like filming in progress, all of that, because, I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll have to see. I'm gonna try to find that video. Why do people think they were done at the lab? Because I've been saying that there was that time.
Well, it just, like, the plot doesn't seem like it was going there.
Gonna go back. I'm pretty sure I know exactly. If you look closely, you might be able to see me.
My bus stop is right there. It's right
there. That is so wild. I should have gone. I should have like snuck over through the fence. Okay.
That would have been against the law for like a multitude of reasons.
Agreed, totally agreed. I believe that it is this video. I think. More often. It's a rainy day today, so big rainy vibes. I can picture it so well in my head, the exact clip that I'm thinking of.
I totally believe you.
I know, I just want to find it. I'll see you next time. We've reached that time. It's gonna be me and my Kindle against the world until my eyes close and don't open again, which I kind of think is gonna happen pretty soon. But it is 8:45, so I've actually lasted a lot longer than I thought I would. I think my goal is gonna be to maybe read till about 9 and then go to sleep just to be back on a normal schedule. And I will be vlogging again tomorrow, so when I open my eyes, I will let you know. What I'm reading right now, I started on Christmas Eve, read the largest chunk on the plane this morning. It's The Incandescent by Emily Tesh, and it is a fantasy novel that was put on my radar from being on the Goodreads Choice nominees. I think it made top 10, and I also think that it is a standalone. It takes place in a boarding school in the UK, so those are the vibes. There is magic. It's like not a super complex magic system, but also I think it could be more complex. We just don't have to know all the details. Not in plot, but in vibes. This book is like Harry Potter if it were from the point of view of McGonagall and not written by a TERF. Our main character is a teacher, and she's like in her upper 30s, so it's not quite McGonagall, but she's a teacher, and so we get to follow her like wanting to teach the students and like maintain the safety of the school from like the magical powers that are not good. And she's like a super powerful magic person, sorcerer, and we're following her through that. But there are students who are in the book, and there's like a group of 4 kind of core students that are in the book. And it was so funny because there's one scene, and this is by no means a spoiler, but there's like one scene where one of them has like a mini breakdown and like runs out of the room during the classroom and is like crying in the hallway and like is like going through some stuff. And like there's another scene where the 4 students are talking, and there's like a little spat about like one of the guys asking one of the girls to like some dance, and you just know that like those 4 characters are main characters in some other story, but we get to follow her name's Safi. It's not McGonagall, but like basically we get to follow McGonagall through the book. It's been interesting. It's been slow, but I think I'm okay with it so far. I haven't filmed it yet, so grain of salt, but I'm planning on doing basically all of the book things to talk about around this turn of the new year all in one video. So I'll talk about like 2025 reading stats, like my goals for 2026, or just like what I'll be prioritizing in 2026. But in short, I'm reading this one now because I had its hold suspended on Libby for the longest, and in 2026 I really want to start to read like the books that I own and just like really prioritize that in the beginning. So I was like, I need to read this now. Like I need to unsuspend my hold, read it now, and just like try to knock through as many of those as I can before the turn of the new year. So that's kind of how I got connected with The Incandescent. But yay for daily vlogs. Thank you for being here with me. Like I said, I'm vlogging again tomorrow, and you'll see me again tomorrow. So we really are hanging out. You and me against the world. I already said that this clip about me and my Kindle. Let me choose. You, me, and my Kindle against the world. I hope that you've been enjoying these daily uploads, and I hope that even if it's just like a few minutes each day, they can bring some entertainment or some joy or some inspiration or some company, whatever you're seeking from these YouTube videos. I hope that you are finding them, and I appreciate you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.